Hello, my name is Naomi Richardson, and welcome to another episode of the Power Chat series, Pride Edition. Happy Pride Month to all of you. And today I will be interviewing Eric Fawcett, a licensed cosmetologist, business owner, and pro choreographer who has been in the industry for over 13 years today. How are you?
I am doing well. I'm so excited.
Thank you so much for letting me interview, and of course, happy Pride.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy
So,
Pride Month, everyone.
yes, thank you. If you would like to tell the audience about yourself for a little bit before I get on to the questions, then go right ahead.
Well, guys, I am from Detroit, Michigan. For all that doesn't know me, I am 31 years old. I have been in the industry for 13, a little over 13 years. Um, I love everything about hair. I love making women feel beautiful, feel powerful, feel large and in charge. Um, I think my favorite part about being a hairstylist is really just like the interaction that I get to have with people. It's like almost meeting a new personality every day. Um, right now, I'm actually doing hair as we
I
speak,
love that.
but it's something that I never get tired of. I knew I was going to be a hairstylist at the age of 5, and I just kind of kept pursuing my dreams even when people didn't want me to because I marched to the beat of my own drum, and
Yes.
that's I feel like that's my thing. And then I started dancing probably 2 years into me working in the beauty industry, and I became a professional choreographer, and that's something that kind of again just happened overnight. I didn't even know that I could do that. It kind of just happened, and it turned into the whole thing. And then that's where hairography was born. So I feel like I create movement with hair, movement with my body, and I'm all about just uplifting people, helping teach people, and building my legacy for when I'm gone after this.
I love that. Again, thank you so much for letting me interview you. I'm going to
Thank
start
you for
off,
having me.
of course, thank you. So, what led you to become a part of the industry you're in now? And
Uh-huh.
what is your opinion on the importance of queer, trans, people of color having their own specific spaces in the industry?
Well, what led me to the beauty industry just in general was just the like what you could do with hair. There's so many things that you could do with hair, and the possibilities are endless.
Yes,
From
especially black hair.
yeah, especially black hair. Like, I mean, I love everybody, but we have some of the best hair in the world. Like, when you can master our hair and what it can do and what it can handle and endure as far as like the creativity process, I mean, the possibilities are endless. You can
Yes.
texture looks, straight looks, in between looks, braids, weaves, wigs. I mean, hair color, pretty much short hair, long hair. It's just amazing what we can do. So I think just watching my aunts, because I have some aunts on my mom's side of the family that were hairstylists, they didn't really do it like how I do it, but they did go to school to get their license, and I did see them, be a part of the beauty industry. So I thought just watching that for so many years and watching my mom curl her hair and style her extensions kind of led me to being a hairstylist. And to answer your second question, I just feel like when it comes to representation for the LGBT community, QIA plus community, I feel like it's important because we make this world go around. We make it go around. I don't care what nobody say. Like, we contribute to every part of life. Like, not even just in my field, but just every part of life, especially the fashion industry, the beauty industry,
Yes.
the makeup industry. Like, we really make this world go around in a full circle. Without us, so many things would not exist. And I feel
Yes.
like they don't really give us the credit that even I won't even just say that, even when it comes to the lingo and how people talk, we play a huge part in that. How people dance, how they move,
Yeah.
how we
Yes.
create different sounds with music. I mean, we just don't get a lot of applause for what we have contributed to this planet because people focus more on the fact that it's same sex or it's trans or it's
Yes.
non-binary when it has nothing to do with that because that's all love, you know.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's important. I think it's important, and I what I always loved about myself is that like I don't ever feel like I was ever in the closet. I just feel like I was always just Eric. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
I I I love my people, but I never I can understand the non-binaries because I feel like I'm just Eric. I'm not anything but Eric. So I feel like
Yes.
I feel like when I came into the beauty industry, I was just trying to be me. You know, it wasn't about what my hair looks like or who I was inside or who I decided to love. It's just I'm just Eric. So I feel like having that representation in this industry is important because without us, there would be no industry.
Yes. I truly agree and believe with that. So, understanding and owning who you are as a Black man and a member of the LGBTQIA plus community is a unique experience and intersection that goes beyond the comprehension of the majority. How do
Uh,
you move against the grain?
It's, I mean, you know, I think being black and being a part of the LGBT plus community has definitely had its pros and cons. I often tell people like I didn't choose to be black, you know. So people make it seem like you chose to be gay. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
who's gonna choose a life that's hard on both ends? You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like
Yes,
that's kind of
yes.
that's kind of
It doesn't make any sense.
at all. It's kind of crazy when people even say that. But you know what I do is I'm very big on having people around me that pour into me, and not necessarily they don't even have to be stylists or in any fields that I'm in. But I do think it's important to have people around you that pour into you. It's important to have clear boundaries with people to know when to not disrespect me. You know what I'm saying? Like with my
Yes.
friends, with family members, whomever in the workplace, outside the workplace. Boundaries I've learned through life that boundaries are extremely important. And no is the complete sentence. So I
Yes.
don't have to give you an explanation on the who, what, when, where, why, and how. All I need you to understand is this is my boundary, this is where I'm at, and I need you to pause where you're at because I'm not allowing that. So I think the younger me, I feel like I used to be like very offended when people would just be ass, you know, and just be rude and nasty. But now I've gotten to understand that some people just really want to be me. You know what I'm saying? Like Beyonce said it best, you love me because you hate me because you want me, you know? Like people
Yes.
really want to be you. They really just don't like to see people happy and just really their organic selves. And it's really sad, but I mean, we live in a world where there's a lot of unhappy people. What
That is true.
and it really don't have a lot to do with just your sexuality. Just being unhappy in general. Like they just don't know. People ask me all the time, "You always smiling? You smiling this early? I mean, what is there not to smile about?" I mean,
Right?
Earth being ghetto before I was thought of. So this ghetto stuff that's going on, you know, it's very, so you kind of, you know, you got to move around. You got to move how you gonna move. You can't let every
Yes.
little. And I've learned to just not let every little thing bother me because
That's great.
I can only control my response to stuff. I can't
Yes.
control people. You know what I'm saying? That's what's
Hmm.
wrong with folks. They always trying to control somebody. Stop trying to control these people. You have to respond to what you can respond to, and whatever you can't respond to, don't respond to it. So I just have you know, I just try to keep my boundaries in place. You know, I try to be very clear to people what I'm going to allow and what I'm not going to allow, and I try to not carry those things into my day to day. You know,
Yes,
I
that's
don't
really important.
I don't let people disrupt my space. Go on, cause it's a no for me. Cause then when I get to acting out of character, you know, folks want to be playing victim, so it's a no for me. You know, I try to keep it real classy.
I love that. Who are your all-time favorite icons, whether in dance, film, or television,
Uh huh.
and how have they influenced you and set the standard?
Okay, so I have a couple people. I'll first start with Beyonce. I think B is like she's really just like my damn spirit animal. You know what I'm saying? Like I just feel like she inspired me even as a hairstylist and a dancer. I would say because just her energy level that she gives when she's on stage. You know the detail that she puts into her performances and shows and concerts and just any project that she's really taking part of. I just can appreciate like, you know, she cares. Like, you can feel it.
Yes.
You can feel
Yes.
it when you're watching it. I have been a fan since day one, and it's like I could tell. I could just I could just feel it. You know, I even if I'm watching it from my home, I could just see
The work she puts
the
in
work
and
she
the
puts
effort.
in and the effort, and you know, and putting her best foot forward all the time. Like, I feel like I'm like that even when I'm a stylist. It could be 8 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning and I'm doing a client, or 12 o'clock at night and I'm doing a client, and I just always tell myself, like, you know, give that same energy you would give if it was 10 o'clock in the morning. You know, even if I'm
Yes.
tired, or even if I'm on set for 14 and 15 hours, make sure those people here look good every shot, because you never know who's watching. You know, I'm very big on, you don't know who's going to call you, who's going to see your work, you know,
Yeah.
who's going to see you pushing through when you're tired. It's important to always, and it's not even just about the work, but showing up for yourself. Like, I put my best foot forward because I'm always going to show up for me. Like, I feel like people don't put enough. People can't get to where they want in life because they don't pour enough into themselves, because they're so busy, like focusing their energy on the wrong thing.
Yes.
So I feel like she plays a big part in keeping me motivated. And I just love the drive. The drive to be great is thebomb.com. I would say, dance wise, Aisha Francis is probably one of my favorite choreographers, because I just love the choreography she gives with her movement quality. I feel like she really is the staple. Like, and people also don't know, I teach a heels class, so that's kind of like my segue for dance. Like, that's what I do. I love all styles of dance, but I feel like she just embodies that fierceness, that like strong, you know, that, and also just the willingness to just shut it down. Like, I love to be on the dance floor and just leave it all there. And it's like
Yes.
when I watch her dance after having like two kids, it's like she just always still gives exactly what needs to be given. I can appreciate the fact that she dances from the tip of her weave to the tip of her toes, and that's important too, because some people just dance with their body and don't dance with their hair, and then it's all in the way, you know. And that's what I'm all about, is giving that full body experience. And
Yes. Full
I
body
love,
movement.
yeah, and I just loved her. I've always loved her, and now I watched her a lot because she also was dancing with Beyonce for a while, and I just can appreciate her consistency and how she stayed true to her brand. You know, no matter how many people taught heels classes or came on the scene that were new and probably got a little bit more buzz than what she got, she still came through and was still giving exactly what needed to be given. Um, if I had to pick a guy, I would say, because I just gave two powerful women, I would probably say Prince plays a big part for me too, because Prince was just himself. Like,
Yes.
he's really like I'll go back to the statement I made about like just being Eric. He was just Prince. Like, it was like you didn't think about the makeup or the hair, or if he wore heels. Nobody thought about that, because all they thought about was,
Yes, that's so true.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. And then, like, can we get back to a time in life when people only thought about that person and not what they had on, or what their skin looked like, or what their hair looked like?
Or
People,
who they loved.
yeah, because you didn't. Because truthfully, I know
They didn't
women.
care.
I know women that loved him, and who even knew what Prince was into. Like, nobody never really like knew. And as far as I know, he had a wife. But
Yeah.
I just kind of love the fact that he was able to just really be himself. Like, and he was just so powerful with his business deals and choices when it came to his music. Like, it really just, like, I really grew to have a lot of respect for him, and I absolutely just adored his artistry and like him just being himself, like, all the time. Like, no matter how things changed and how time progressed and people might have started dressing different or acting different, he was always himself up until death. I love him. And then the last person on the list, because I have to say her, because she's iconic too, and she's like the Beyonce before Beyonce, is Tina Turner.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Yes.
and plus I had to, just due to her passing recently, she just like, I love how she endured all the stuff she went through in life and still grabbed life by the horns and was like, you know what? we not going out this way.
Yeah.
It kind of shows like that drive and determination to just not throw in the towel, because it's easy to quit.
Oh, yes.
It's easy to quit, like, especially when you have all these different things going against you. Okay, I had a call coming in. I don't know what happened there. That was weird.
You're all good.
But yeah, that's what I would say to myself. I would say that because I needed to hear that then, and nobody told me.
Yes. Well, I just want to say thank you so much for letting me interview you.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, this was such a wonderful interview.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, have a great day and be safe.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.